So we're going through the question that we started last class, which about sets and algebra. That's the topic. So there we go. The question, we read it already, so we're going to go through the first answer. The number of persons who likes cats only. Alright. To find out the number of persons who like cats only, we need to apply this formula. N, so the number of persons who totally likes cats or dogs, we say that was 100 persons minus 6. So we're going to say 94 is equal to how many persons likes cats again, based on the formula?
5x minus 5.
5x minus 5. So we're going to say the number of persons who likes cats. So we're going to say 94 is equal to 5x minus 5. Alright, we're going to add that to plus. So let me put this in bracket. Plus the number of persons who likes dogs. How many is that based on the formula?
3x minus 1.
3x minus 1. Alright, excellent. And the next thing, what about the persons who likes both?
Sir, I made a mistake. I forgot to say 5x minus 5 plus 4 and 3x minus 1 plus 4. I forgot to say the 4.
Right. Right. Plus.
Because 4 is included in it.
Right. Here we go. So plus 4. Plus 4. My bad. Plus 4. There we go. Everybody understand where we get the plus 4 from? Oh, what happened there? Right, there we go. Don't know what happened there. Where were we? Okay, let me close this up. There we go. Sets and algebra. What happened? That's strange. 1 second. Is it this? Okay, here we go.
Minus 4.
Right. So, quickly explain for me. Anybody understand why we had plus 4 for each? Why do we add 4 to cats and 4 to dogs?
Because 4 likes cats and dogs.
Right. So 4 persons equally likes cats and 4 persons equally like dogs. So we're going to simplify that though. So if you haven't seen it though, still don't worry. So now we're going to say after we've added 4 to both, we're going to now put zoom in right here. We're going to simplify by saying we're going to subtract 4. Alright? To account for the persons that intersect. Alright. So here we go. We're going to now call something grouping of like terms. Well, really and truly, it's not grouping of like terms. It's more or less carrying over known values. So, for example, in this equation, what is x for this expression? Which value is x? 5x, right? In this expression, we have 3x. So those are the ones that we don't know. So to find out firstly the number of persons who like any amount of cats, we need to find the unknown x. So now we're going to say transpose, that fancy word is coming back, for x. Alright, let's do some simplification. Alright, so here we go. We had a 90, let's carry back this. Let's make it easier to read. Let's remove the brackets. Let's move the brackets. Here we go. The first thing I see we can carry over. Let me check who's that. Alright. The first thing that I see I can carry over is the fact that I have a 5 So I can add 5 to both sides to get rid of this value, because I want to carry over everything that isn't an x. Keep in mind, the only things that are x is what you see underlined. Alright, so I'm going to say 94 plus 5 is equal to 5x, because remember the 5 is gone now, plus 4 plus 3x minus 1 plus 4. So plus 4 minus 4 gets removed. Alright, let's put it back still. Plus 4 minus 4. Let's simplify this. We have 99 is equal to 5x plus 4 plus 3x minus 1 plus 4 minus 4. Alright, now let's keep simplifying. I can say that I have 5x plus 3x. So I'm going to group like terms now. Grouping like terms. 5x plus 3x gives me how much x? Anybody? 8x is equal to 8x. I have some other like terms. So now I have 4 minus 1 plus 4 minus 4. Let's try to simplify that. So 4 minus 1 gives me 3 plus 4 minus 4. So what is 3 plus 4? 7. So that's going to be 7 minus 4. What is 7 minus 4? That is going to be 3. Everybody see that? So now when I finish grouping all the like terms, so remember all of these terms, I simply group them together. So really and truly what I did, I moved this 3x, put it right beside this 5x, and then I just worked out what is plus 4 minus 1 plus 4 plus minus 4. And that gave us 3. So let's write what we have again. We're going to say 99 is equal to 8x plus 3. Everybody see that?
Yes, sir.
Alright, good. So now, how can I get rid of this 3 now?
Sir, by minusing it by 99, if I'm correct.
No. I can minus it from both sides, so I only have 8x on the left. Sorry, on the right. So here's what we do. We're going to say 99 minus 3 is equal to 8x minus this 3. Let's make it look proper now. There we go. Right. Minus plus 3. There we go. So this 3 now cancels. And only thing I have left is 99 minus 3 gives me 96, correct? So that's the only thing that I have left. 96 is equal to 8x. Do you guys see that?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Now when I have 96, so it's the same thing over here. I can solve for x by dividing both sides by 8. So we're going to put solving for x. And we're going to divide both sides by 8, which is just getting to be x is equal to 96 divided by 8. Or you could have said 8x divided by 8. 8x divided by 8 is equal to 96 divided by that same 8. Alright. That gives us an answer of 12. X is equal to 12. You might be saying, sir, okay, I know what x is, right? But why is this important? Let's try to answer that. Why is the value of x important? Well, think about it. Let's go back to the Venn diagram. On both expressions, don't I have an x value, which is unknown? if I know what x is now, which is x is equal to 12, this means that any expression can be solved. For example, the amount of persons who likes cats and dogs, and the amount of persons who likes dogs. So before we solve that, let's quickly go over the steps. So this is really solving for x. Right, the first thing we did was to write an equation to express what everything was representing in the graph. So we said that the number of persons who likes both cats and dogs, right, is equal to 100 minus 6. Alright? And we said that the components of everybody in that Venn diagram was the persons who likes cats, NC, plus the number of persons who likes dogs, ND, plus, or minus rather, minus the number of persons who likes cats and dogs. I can't have the symbol and dogs. Right? So this part of the equation tells you how much persons actually liked every choice, which is equal to 96. So when we simplified it and we found the value for x, we found it was equal to 12. Does everybody understand so far? Do you guys understand?
Yes, sir.
Alright, good. So x is
Where would this the room research under maths S2
right. So
under maths you are under maths S2.
yeah, so it's under Math S2. Then the date is, it's under the date of March 3rd, 2021.
Okay, sir.
Alright? Okay.
And the other one I was trying to say, sir, it was marathon, math S2 marathon.
Right. I should probably save it under there as well, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so let's continue now. So the next thing, now that I know the value of x, I can find out how many persons likes cats. So that, let's answer the first question. So A, the number of persons that like cats only. Let's answer the first question. Here we go. Remind me of the expression now that meant how many persons likes cats again. It was 5x minus 5. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Now, to find out how many persons likes cats, well, let's write that formula. 5x minus 5. And we're going to put in bracket, substituting the value for x, we get no longer 5x minus 5, but what do we get now? 5 times, what is the value of x?
12.
5 times 12 minus 5. Right, let's work this out. What is 5 times 12? 60 minus 5. That gives us 55 persons liked cats. Let's work out B. So you might be saying, sir, okay, the amount of persons that liked cats is 55, but isn't there something I need to work out more? Not yet, because we're not talking about persons that liked cats only. We're just talking about the persons that liked cats overall, which is 55. There's going to be less person that likes cats only, and we'll show you what that is. But let's work out now the next part, which is B. Number of persons that like dogs. The number of persons that like, I'll put it over here, that liked dogs. Alright, let's work out. Remember the formula for B now, the number of persons that like dogs. What is this formula?
3x minus 1 equal D.
3x minus 1. Alright?
Equal D.
Equal what?
D.
Wait, let's go back up. Right, the formula is 3x minus 1, right?
I had it as 3x minus 1 equal D. D is unknown.
Oh,
Means dog.
yeah. Okay, I got you. So, yeah, that's fine. So, if you wanted to say D is equal to dogs and C is equal to cats, that's totally fine. All right? Because that's from the Venn diagram, which is true. So, let's continue now. We're going to substituting the value of x, we get D is equal to 3 times 12 minus 1. Annalise, what is 3 times 12?
36.
36 minus 1?
35.
35. So what does this value mean? 35. What does that mean?
The amount of persons who like dogs.
Right. 35 persons liked dogs. Alright. So that was question B now. We're almost finished. Let's look at the third question, which was the total number of persons who liked cats or dogs. Alright? Who left? I'm not sure. Isabel is here. I'm not sure who left. Who left, guys? Naima? Right. So let's work out. So we know that the answer is gonna be 94 because we used our genius and figured it out. But let's calculate that it's actually gonna be 96. So the question is, see, the amount of persons who liked cats and dogs. Let's prove that it's gonna be 96. So if we want to find the amount of persons who liked cats and dogs, alright? George, what do you think we're gonna add together?
For C,
Mm-hmm.
where you add the answer, sir, which you received from the number of persons which like dogs and the number of persons which like cats. And when you add them as you said, so we add them.
Right, so you got the answer almost correct, where you said A, so we're gonna add A, we're gonna add B, but it's not only those two we're gonna add together. I think Isabel knows. What else are we gonna add together?
So, oh yes, sir, and the people which like both cats and dogs.
Right. Good job, George. Always get every part of the question. So yes, you're gonna add not.
Or you
Plus 6 equals to 96.
Right. Well, 94. Let's prove that's gonna be 94. So look at this for me now. Let's write back the formula of cats, which is gonna be 5x minus 5. Right. Let's put the fact that there's gonna be 4 that is intersecting between both. Look at it. So we're gonna put the fact that there's 4 that is in between both. So plus 4. And then we're gonna add the dogs now, which is 3x minus 1. So what you could do, you could put brackets around it so you don't get confused. Alright? There you go. So now you can notice the 3 types of numbers that you're adding. 5x minus 5, the 4, and the 3x minus 1. And below it you can put the symbols D, I, and sorry, not D, C, which means cats, I, which means intersecting, and the last one, D, which means dogs. Alright? Now, let's put in the value for X. We know it's going to be 5 bracket 12 minus 5 plus 4 plus bracket 4 plus bracket 3 bracket 12. But here's the crazy thing. We've already worked this out, so we don't need to write or work it out further. All you would need to do, guys, is literally just put your answers. It's going to be 55. Alright, 55. Let's go back down. It's gonna be 55 plus 4. Let's check who's that. Yifeng was the one that left. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go over it for Yifeng. Yifeng, are you there? Yifeng, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so we're gonna go over this a little bit. Where did I leave off with you? Was it B or A? Do you understand what we did at A, where we said the number of persons that liked cats only was found by the formula 5x minus 5? Yifeng?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so what I'm going to do, Yifeng, if you missed anything, I'm going to ask you to just rewatch the video, okay? Alright, so I'm going to give you another question to practice. You're going to watch the video if you missed anything and just get the steps. So what we're doing now, we're trying to prove that the amount of persons who liked cats and dogs is going to be 94. So we already know that 5 times 12 minus 5 gives us 55. So we'll just put back that. We're going to add that to 4. And then we're going to add now 3 times 12 minus 1 is going to be 35. Right? Here you go, 35. Let's add all of them together and let's see what we get. You should get 94. So what is 55 plus 4? 55 plus 4?
59.
59. And what is 59 plus 35?
94.
94. So therefore, you're going to put the statement, therefore it is proven that the amount of persons who liked cats and dogs is 94. But we're not finished. We're not finished. Because remember, we're doing sets, right? This was really algebra where you solved unknowns. So to express each statement, we're going to use set notation. Set notation, which is basically symbols. So let's go back to question A. Let me cover everything. We're going to go back to question A now, and we're going to express question A using only set symbols. Alright, so let's look back on question A. Question A asked you the number of persons that liked cats only. If I am looking at persons that liked cats only, is dogs included?
No, sir.
Right. How could I express that I don't want the set dogs in our expression?
D apostrophe.
Right. This means everything else but dogs.
Wait, no, that's wrong because 6 is there too.
Right. We're not finished with the expression. So it's D complement. Alright. Here we go. So we're going to put the number of members in the set of D complement intersecting C. Let's look at the diagram. We're going to shade where that region is. Let's look at the diagram. 1 second. Alright. So where's D complement? It's everything else that is not in the circle C, correct? So not in the circle D. So I wish I could annotate. I'm not sure why, but so follow my mouse cursor. Everything that isn't D, guys, is gonna be all around here, all around here. Agreed? You guys see that? Agreed?
Yes, sir.
But here's the thing though. 6, as Isabella said, is included in that region. So to make it more specific and be only for C, I'm going to say that region that intersects with C. So now my expression is only 5x minus 5. So when I put this intersecting C, I am narrowing my range to only this small circle right here. Everybody see that? Alright. I'm going to go over it one more time for Yifeng and George. Everybody listen. So, D's complement is going to be everything that isn't D, which is following here. Everything that isn't inside D. But if this range is my only range, that means 6 is included. So I would really say 5x minus 5 plus 6. And that would be wrong. So I want only persons who likes cats only. So I'm going to say D's complement and the intersecting region of C, which is 5x minus 5. So this removes now this range and gives me only this expression. So we're going to put is equal to 5x minus 5. That's what I wanted to practice now. Let's try B. So I wanted to try B by yourself. And I'm going to ask Yifeng and George to combine and work on this question. What would be the set symbol equivalent of the number of persons that like dogs? Let me just quickly. That like dogs only. That like dogs only. My bad. So follow the same step that we did earlier. What do you think? So we're going to start off with the number of. If I like dogs only, Yifeng, what would I only look at? What set would I remove if I'm only looking at dogs only?
Set 5x minus 5.
Right, so you would remove that set. What is that 5x minus 5 called? What is that set name? C.
People like cats.
Right.
C.
So you're going to say everything that isn't C, hence C's complement. So look at this for me now. C's complement is everything that isn't inside C, which includes your choice of dogs only. But here's the trick question. 6 is also included. And remember we said 6 is persons who doesn't like dogs, who doesn't like cats. So how would I narrow my range to only this small section?
But not miss, sir. By minusing off the both of them, if I'm correct. Minusing 6 off of the both sides.
Yeah, you could do that. That's true. But I want to express it using symbols. So I'm gonna say if my entire range is everything that is inside D and also 6, I'm gonna say C's complement intersecting D. So wherever the range touches inside of D, that's where I want my member set, right? Because I don't want 6 included. So I'm gonna narrow my range only to here, which will give me 3x minus 1. Do you guys see that?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So the answer is, let's prove it. So B is the number of C's complement intersecting D. That would be equal to 3x minus 1. So it's always important that you draw the diagram, because once you have the diagram, you can use your pen, use your pencil, and shade it in the exam. And then you try to express that shading with symbols only. Let's do the last one. Annalise, this is yours. How would you express the amount of persons who liked cats and dogs using only symbols?
Will it be
You're going to start off with N. The number of. Think about it. Persons who liked cats and dogs. That means everything in set C, everything in set D, everything that is in the union of sets, in the intersection of set C and D. But would I include...
So I would say technically everybody except the ones which don't like cats and dogs.
Which is 6, right? So the basic answer would be everything minus 6. That's the basic answer. So let's go through the steps together. Annalise. So the first thing you're gonna say, the amount of persons who liked cats and dogs would be as follows. Let me show you quickly. 1 second. The N of C, what symbol would be between C and D that really represents all the members in those two sets. We call that the
Intersection.
wait, no. Intersection means what is shared between two sets, but I want to know all the members that are in both two sets.
Oh.
So give me everything that is in that two sets. Wouldn't it be the union of those two sets?
I was just about to say it.
Right. So the number of C union D, which is everything that is 5x minus 5 plus 4 plus 3x minus 1. That's how we would express it. Alright? So I'm going to give you the steps and the answers. I'll take a picture of it. And I want you guys to practice this question. Practice the steps of this question, because I'm going to give you another question now for you to complete in the same order. Alright? For homework over the weekend. Alright, everybody? So let's check the portal in a few minutes for the question. Okay?
Sir,
Yes?
for N bracket D apostrophe intersects C bracket, can I put 55 instead of 5x minus 5?
Right, because we know the value of x, which is 12. So you could just put 55, right? Right? So I'm going to give you this picture for you to follow. And then once you get this picture, one question will be on the portal in a few minutes, which you have the entire weekend to practice. Alright? So don't ruin your Friday evening by just focusing only on work. You can spend the Friday and relax, and then Saturday early in the morning you could just practice the question and get it out of the way. Okay? Alright, so I'm going to stop the recording here.